The lights of the grand concert hall dimmed slowly, and a wave of silence rolled over the thousands of fans packed inside. At the center of the massive stage stood Hauser, his cello resting gently against his shoulder, glowing under a single white spotlight. This was the biggest stage of his career, an international music festival, watched by millions around the world. The air trembled with anticipation. As Hauser closed his eyes, he took a deep breath and drew his bow across the strings. The first note floated through the hall like a whisper, soft yet powerful. Slowly the melody grew, rich, emotional, and alive. Every movement of his hands told a story of passion, struggle, and hope. The audience was completely spellbound. Some held their breath. Others wiped quiet tears from their eyes. The song reached its most emotional section when suddenly, thud. Something flew from the crowd and struck Hauser's face. A sharp gasp echoed through the hall. The music stopped. The bow slipped slightly from his hand as he staggered back one step. A small object rolled across the stage floor. For a moment, time seemed frozen. Security rushed forward, and the crowd erupted into shocked murmurs and angry shouts. Hauser stood still, his face flushed, his eyes wide with surprise. The pain was real, but deeper than that was the sting of disbelief. On a night meant to celebrate music and unity, someone had chosen hate or recklessness. Security signaled to stop the show, but Hauser raised his hand. The hall fell silent again. He bent down, picked up the cello, and adjusted the instrument calmly. Then he stepped back into the spotlight. Without saying a single word, he lifted his bow, and he began to play again. This time, the music was different. The notes were stronger, deeper, filled with raw emotion. It was as if every feeling, shock, hurt, courage, and forgiveness, was pouring out through the strings. The melody rose like a storm and then softened into something heartbreakingly beautiful. The audience felt it in their chests. People stood up one by one, clapping through tears. Even the security guards paused, moved by the moment. When the final note faded into silence, the hall exploded with applause. A standing ovation thundered so loud it felt like the walls might crack. Fans chanted his name, their voices united in respect and admiration. Hauser lowered his cello and looked out at the crowd. His eyes shimmered, not with anger, but with gratitude. Later that night, the incident would be discussed across social media and news headlines. But what people remembered most was not the object thrown. They remembered the artist who chose music over anger, grace over hate, and turned a moment of darkness into a performance that would be remembered forever.